Hi there, this is Therese Couture of TherezSquared.com, and today I want to talk about a question I get asked a lot, and that is, should you outsource your social media management activities? So basically, that means everything that falls under the umbrella of social media, should you find a person or a company and outsource those activities to them? So they would be in charge of managing your Facebook, your Twitter, and whatever else you agree upon managing. And that question really is based on a couple of things. So I'll preface this by saying, personally, I have been hired to handle social media management for large corporations, for small to mid-sized businesses, for nonprofits, for Hollywood films. So I really understand both sides. So that's one side. And the other part is that I also create programs for people who want to do it themselves. So I actually understand both sides since I have done both. And the way I like to really answer this question is, number one, what you need to do as an entrepreneur is figure out what are your company's goals. So, what are your goals? Um, and really, if you do not have time and you don't want to dedicate the time to manage your Facebook, your Twitter, and etc., then yes, you should hire someone to do it, because right now everyone who has a company needs to have a social presence. And when I say that, I really mean that you need someone that actually understands the strategy behind social. Because social media is not just simply, oh, putting up some status updates and tweeting. It really is a strategy behind it. And I personally can see right away when there is no strategy behind it, just because I have done it. And it's not just, oh, okay, putting something up. So that's number one. If you do decide to have someone internally manage it, you need to make sure that that person is versed and has the right tools in order to manage social, and really has a firm understanding of what it means to have a social media strategy, not just posting updates. So that's number one. Um, the other thing is really, you know, figuring out, do you have time to do this, and do you have time to learn to do this? If you don't have time to do it, you don't have time to learn to do it, then you should outsource it. But I will tell you, if you're going to outsource it to a company or a person that is worth their grain and salt, it's not going to be cheap. What I see is a lot of companies, they like tell, oh, the intern, just do our social media. And the intern is kind of like, okay, I'll tweet, or okay, I'll post some status updates. And that's not a social media strategy. That's just posting updates, and that's just tweeting. That's not a strategy. So that's really, really important. So if you are going to do it yourself, or you're going to have someone on your team do it, it's really important that they understand social media, or you invest in training for them to understand social media. So that's really, really important. And the second thing is, if you're going to outsource it to someone, you want to make sure to outsource it to someone who has done it before. That's number one. You want to make sure that they have done it. And the second part is that they understand your brand. They understand your mission. They understand what you truly want to do with your business. So you have to really make sure that the person understands what it is that you want to do in your business. So, and the way that I have always worked with companies that have hired me is that we come up with a very clear strategy. It's no surprise what is going to be posted. So it's not, it's really in their brand voice. I spend time really learning about the company and really getting clear about what it is that they want, what their goals are, and crafting a strategy to do that. So you want to make sure when you do hire out this, if you decide, okay, I don't want to learn this, or I don't want anyone on my team doing this, they're too busy, their plates are too full, then you need to make sure that the person you hire really has a full understanding of what your inner workings of your company are. And if you're going to do it internally, then you need to make sure that that person is trained and has the skills necessary to manage it. So that's really my 2 cents, and it's really it's up to you as to whether you're going to invest the time in order for your team to learn it, or you're going to outsource it. And I have to say, a lot of the big companies that I worked with, they don't have time to do that. Like, no one has time to spend hours and learn about Twitter. They just really want it done for them. They want to go to experts, people who've done it before, and have it done, and someone come up with a strategy, and it's completely separate. So that is completely fine as well. So, just answer that question for yourself. If you have any other questions about um, hiring out your social media or doing it internally, leave me a comment and let me know, and I will answer those questions. So if you like this video, like it, share it, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye.